Howdy folks, welcome back to Rosgreaves Gaming, and today we got a video submitted by, again, all people once again, Chatta Hooligan in his Tier 8 German cruiser, Admiral Hipper on the map, straight sync Tier 9, Tier 7, Tier 8 match, right around the middle, so he is middle tier in this match. So, yeah. Chatta, you've been kicking some butt lately, haven't you? I mean, if somebody else got some video that you want me to go, submit it down to, replay, the link to it on Warship Replays, down in the email description down below. That's where you can send it. So, anyway, Tier 8 premium, not premium. Oh god, I was just talking about the Prince Eugen the other day, so now we're talking about the Admiral Hipper. So the same ship basically as Prince Eugen, but Admiral Hipper was a little different in certain aspects. One of them having the infamous story of going down the straits with Scharnhorst and Gneisenau during the foolish gain of the British not attacking the enemy ships along the way. Yeah, they got scrapped a bit, but they didn't get destroyed when they should have. Anyway, Admiral Hipper Tier 8, quite the interesting ship, quite the interesting go-getter there. So, on paper, she's actually pretty good. She has a AP damage of almost 6,000. And that's not including the fire rate, which has now gone to 5.2 seconds, if I'm correct. Pretty good concealment, pretty good health pool, 43,800. And also a pretty good extensive use of the ability of hydroacoustic, heal, scout plane, and 6-kilometer torpedoes for close range. Somerset. Yeah, the armor has its moments with its turtleback armor, but if you know how to use the turtleback correctly, you can actually last long in this fight. And, well, we're going to need every bit of it, I think, in this match. So, anyway, Richelieu, Hipper, and Iowa have already been spotted making their way towards D. And there's something in D cap already, so our assumptions right off the bat, destroyer. We don't even have to read rocket science on that one because it's always a freaking destroyer. If you can't see it, it's a destroyer. It was behind an island and you can't see it. It's got to be a cruiser, but still, most likely, destroyer. Oh, there's a Hipper, a Fiji. That's a different story. Oh, that ship is quite the troublesome ship. And there's an Iowa there too. He misses on the first shot. Oh god. Yeah, that's not good. But, that froze up the arm piercing. Decides not to fire on that ship, but yep, see what I mean by the damage? Oops, sorry there. Just a few rounds of AP rounds, and it does massive damage. And just barely strafes that enemy shot off from the Iowa right there. Too close for even for my call. Jet disengages off that. Throws up around on the Hipper. Doesn't get any hits. There is the Fletcher, the Tier 9 American destroyer. That's a troublesome destroyer. And that's a lot of armor, high explosive damage. Well, now they don't have the cap. Fiji starts pushing into the cap as well. But Chad already knows he's there, so explosive. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. He kind of knows where he is because, smoke on a British cruiser is not very long, so amount of puffs, so to speak, I call them. So he's gonna roughly stay in that same position, so he can just keep on the sights there. Nope, no dice there. Okay, back to you, Fletcher. And Fiji just killed our Fiji. That's not good. That's one less shipper team. And the enemy, Fletcher, has beached himself. I guess it's a defensive mode, I'm guessing. It doesn't matter though, he dead. So that's one dead. Meanwhile, there's somebody already pinging a map down on the bottom left of the screen, if you guys are noticing, that our allied team is not really doing much on the one side, and the main force is over there. It's not looking so good over there, but hopefully somebody can change that around. Chad throws some torpedoes out, and he already has a Richelieu and an Iowa coming after him possibly, so he's spinning this ship around. He's getting the hell out of Dodge right now. Well, I would too. I wouldn't want to be caught in his position right now. Remember, he can't go broadside, because if he does, he's going to be in severe world of hurt. But he's still got 2 guns he can use, and well, he's going to use and abuse that. Unfortunately, Chad goes broadside a little bit. Ow! That will hurt him, but he is reloading now, so that is a chance for him. Oh, but there's the Iowa shells! This might hurt pretty badly. Oh, thank goodness the shells not hit him. Looked like they were a little bit off. So that's going to be one way of licking his wounds for a little bit there. Chad knows that the enemy Richelieu is gotten a flood on him, and it looks like he is taking flood damage. Okay, so aim at high explosive on top of the deck, because if he can, he could be able to get a fire as well. So that's a flood and a fire on this ship. Just gonna hope, and there it is. There's the fire. So he has now a flood and a fire on that ship. That is a ship that will definitely be hurting for quite a bit. And through that whole duel, he lost half his health. Not very good for him. I wouldn't be in his position right now. It'd be definitely be hurting pretty badly. Meanwhile, the North Carolina, I don't know why he decided to blast up there and think he can brawl 2 battleships, especially a tier 8 and a tier 9 together without any assistance. Unless he's taken to being a sacrificial lamb to the gods, I don't think that was a very good call on his part. But Chad's trying to help as much as he can. Pause out another high explosive shot. Throws some torpedoes out in the water. Starts firing high explosives again. Before anybody shouts, it goes, "Why not armor piercing? Why not armor piercing?" There's a reason. Think about it. He threw torpedoes out. Nope, he didn't damage con it. Yeah, he's not damage counting it. And oh, here comes the shells, but those torpedoes look very good. And yep, that's yes, very much so. That's one dead Iowa. Well done. I don't know why that Carolina decided to do that, but I guess he wanted to be a sacrificial lamb to the gods and get himself killed. If you want to do that, by all means, but don't do that with the risk of your teammates. Anyway, Richelieu is still blasting up here. He is firing our piercing Chatta. Ow, that is going to snuff quite a bit. Luckily, though, he is reloading, so that's giving Chatta plenty of time to get behind cover here and try to wait for him either A, to get killed by the Z-46 torpedoes, or by his. And that leading to the Z-46 right there. That's quite a bit of torpedo hits. Here comes the reload once again. He's reloading to armor piercing, broadside ship. He is looking that way. It's gonna count, and if he gets enough damage on that shot. Ooh, and the armor piercing nearly kills him for that salvo. Luckily, it doesn't. Chatta re-aims to the top deck of the ship. If he has enough time, he should be able to fire one more round before he does. Just needs one lucky hit. That's a fire. Can he get it in time? There's the kill. Okay, there we go. That's it. Now, let's take a breather here and assess the situation that we have now. We have 2 caps. One, we're losing, well, actually, let's say, they have B cap. They are losing A cap currently. Chaz pinging the map on the Richelieu and Frederick to push up. Because definitely they're way out of position. Way in the back there and not supporting the Baltimore much. Anyway. Chaz at now 303 health. And that's not a lot of health to swing around. Not to mention, that's a Leningrad. And one lucky hit from him and he's toast. But to be fair, it would have been one lucky hit for Chatta, and he would have been toast as well. But that didn't happen. And now Chaz making his way up towards the north here, and is going to, oh geez, at 46, he took a massive hit from torpedoes. That was the Leningrads. That's something else. Well, possibly. No, I think that was Leningrad's. Yeah, that was Leningrad's torpedoes. That was this one last-ditch effort to say, screw you. Well, it didn't happen. Well, now Chad's gonna work on this, this Tirpitz and try to get as much damage as he can on him, because that's the best he can do. Luckily, there is an advantage to where Chad's position is. If you guys notice, he's not detected right now. Yeah, you noticed that, right? That's because he's behind an island. So what he's basically doing is hiding back behind the island, and because of that, he can shoot at this range, shot the Tirpitz, and he has to guess where he is. And well, guessing where a target is half the battle. Yep, and there goes Chad, just spamming high explosive on that Tirpitz and getting quite a fair share damage on him. Not a lot, but it's enough to actually piss him off. There he is backing up. Now going forward, so now you can get some... Now, come on. Nope, no fire again, but the non-penetration there on that target. He tries again. Meanwhile, down at the south, Richelieu has finally gotten his fanboy pants and started pushing up. And Frederick is, well, enjoying a sunrise tequila over at the other island. So, it's not looking good on that end. Either somebody on his team actually pushes up and does their job and helps out getting some ships killed, or 2, they sit there and let themselves get killed, just like that Baltimore player, who was definitely very, I think, appropriately angry at his team. I think appropriate, because he was capping the position and holding it for the team, and no one did anything for him. I would be rightfully pissed myself. Anyway, enemy at Tago, and not many shells came out, because, well, island. But he's not letting this guy flank. No, siree, I wouldn't let this guy flank. Those shells look pretty good, and there is Chad's 4th kill, and high caliber. And the other guy got a flesh wound on the enemy, our allied Frederick de Gros. Which, to be fair, he was sitting there the whole time. So it's basically a giant white flag of like, hi, I surrender. I always say that battleships sitting still are doomed, unless only in certain extreme cases which sitting still actually makes sense. Anyway, enemy Roma, and Chad's not being seen, and There's 2 fires. That was a really good roll. I don't want to be in that Roma's position with that. I feel a little hot on the collar with all those fires onto his deck. Very good battleship, by the way, Roma. You could check the video review on that. Touching up top there. But here comes some more piercing from that Roma. Is he gonna hit him? Oh no! Nope, they miss. So he got his Confederate now. Because he got now enough damage to multiple ships to sum up to, I believe, 80,000 damage. And there's the Witherer from the fires. And Roma just died to the
These guys don't stand a chance.
enemy as Allied Z-46. Well done on his flank. Now Chatta's trying to get some more shots on that Fiji. Oh no. Fiji shells. That's not good. Is he going to back up enough in time? No! And down goes Chatta there with the fire. That stinks. Getting 196,000 damage and not the 200k. No, I think it was pretty close there. So, real quick, I'm going to cut to the scene here until the end there. But, we're about here. I'm going to point it right here. So, they held a cap there over at, basically over at B, and the Turpits ran away. They couldn't do a damn thing, and, points ran down to the end, and then that was the end of the match. Well done there, well done there, Chatta. Confederate, Witherer, high caliber, 157 hits, 4 torpedo hits on that Iowa for the most part, 2 incapacitations, 4 ships destroyed, 12 fires, and a German cruiser. Colors 3 floods, 1 citadel, 7 defense, and a capture point with 22 hits with the secondaries. Well done, well done, well done. Of course, top of the leaderboard with 2,700, almost 2,800 base experience and 196,000 damage. And that's not including any damage by the torpedoes, which it added an additional 38,000 damage. And of course, Chatta came at those guys with premium, earning 395,000 credits, just almost 396, and getting himself at least 12,678 base commander experience as well. Thank you for submitting that in, chat. I really appreciate that. If you guys have your own, please submit it at the email link down in the description down below. You can submit your replays to worldofwarshipreplays.com. Don't worry, you don't have to publicly throw it. If you guys want, let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to run a tutorial on how to do that. That way you guys know how to upload up to World of Warship Replays, because some people said that they wanted to do that but they don't know how to do it. So I'm wanting to know generally if that's 1 or 2 people who are not thinking that how to do it, or it's a vast majority of you having difficulties figuring out how to upload replays to World of Warship Replays. As always, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike. Of course, you guys can hit subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter and all that kind of good stuff. So as always, thank you guys, and thank you, Chatta, for submitting that video in. As always, guys, take care of yourselves, and see you all on the high seas. Farewell.